Sam DEHNE, the Encyclopedia of Reno Government, and the most impressive person who has ever entered these chambers here hundreds and hundreds of times. If anybody wants to challenge that, come forward. I've been at more of these meetings. That young man came in here. I don't want to discourage him. He ought to come down and talk with Sam if he wants to know what's going on in government. You're not going to find out from these folks, and you're certainly not going to find out from the media mouses back there. Sam DEHNE is an Air Force Academy graduate. That's me, Sam DEHNE. I spent many years flying fighters and bombers defending our nation against enemies all around the world, and I found we have as many enemies inside our borders as we have outside, maybe even more. I've been following this Donald Trump phenomena, and everybody's telling me, Sam, there's Donald Trump out there. What do you got to say about that? I'll tell you what I have to say about that. There are two things different between Donald Trump and Sam DEHNE. Donald Trump, the media mouses are not nearly as scared and afraid of Donald Trump as they are of Sam DEHNE. Look at the media mouse back there, typing away over in the staff section. What's with that? Number two, Donald Trump doesn't have nearly as good a hair as Sam. Nice smiley face back there. You know, I never asked for thanks from anybody for the thousands of things. I'm the driving force for 92% of the good things about Reno. The most recent being Tesla, being a driving force for bringing Tesla to Reno. Mike Kazimierski, the head of EDON, the only person who had the gumption and the courage to go publicly and say, thank you, Sam, for helping bring Tesla to Reno. You can look it up on YouTube. I did not realize that my endeavors to bring Tesla to Reno were going to cause such a massive amount of pork barrel injection for the folks over there on the other side of the mountain called Tahoe Reno Industrial Complex. Those folks got $43 million cash the first day that I brought Tesla to Reno. Now they're getting a $100 million freeway built through their middle of their business. Mike Kazimierski thanked me. Do you think Lance Gilman or Don Roger Norman ever thanked Sam? Sam DEHNE was responsible for Don Roger Norman being able to buy the Pennington Mansion up there. $43 million. Wouldn't you like to get a check for $43 million? And I'm not challenging whether or not that's good money well spent, but I at least deserve a thank you from Lance Gilman and Don Roger Norman. The media mouses back there, the media mouses, I don't blame these bureaucrats up here who are sort of rather living proof that the vote-stealing system in Reno is working. But I do blame the media mouses, because that young man here, if the media mouses were not so deathly afraid and jealous of Sam DEHNE, that young man would see Sam DEHNE's name in the paper every single day, because I bring more to these podiums with more, what was that word she used? You're very impressive. Well, I'm as impressive as anybody who is. Anyone want to challenge me? I'm as impressive as anybody who ever entered in. I say that with all humbleness. It's just a fact. Mystical magic. Sam DEHNE, Air Force Academy graduate. Does anybody want to stand up and give me a cheer? Or let's see if the mayor wants to even thank me for my wonderful public testimony. I doubt that she will.
Madam Mayor, next to speak is Mark Johnson.